Welcome everybody to Near Mint Condition, and today we are going to talk about our first impressions of the new DC Universe app.
So stay tuned.
Hey everybody, welcome back. Today Omar and I are going to talk about the DC Universe app and our first impressions. So as you guys know, this was released on Batman Day, which was Saturday, September 15th, or it was kind of released, soft release early on the 14th.
There was a beta too.
Yes, there was a beta, yeah.
Some people got on the beta, but they were having issues
with
iTunes accounts, I think.
Probably.
People having issues with that.
Yeah.
So, but I think we both downloaded it on the same day. And this is our first impression. So it's been about a week, and we both have had it. I've installed it on my Roku TV. I've installed it on my iPad Pro and my iPhone. What devices have you used?
I have used it on my iPhone, my iPad, and then my Apple TV, and also the desktop website, pretty much.
Oh, you're just streaming through the website?
Yeah, streamed on the website, yes, because you can do all of it through the website, too. You just log in.
Okay.
So those are the platforms we've used it on. So for those who aren't familiar with the DC Universe app and what it entails...
What is it? That's a good question.
Basically, this is a DC Universe...
Because when I went to download it on my PS4, I went to... Sorry to interrupt.
No, you're
fine. To DC Universe. And apparently there's a DC Universe online game. So I'm like, I'm not paying for this shit. Because it's like $30. But it turns out that there's an actual app. And I didn't find it on the PS4. It could be available by the time you watch this on Friday today. But it is not yet, or at least I couldn't find it. All I found was the game. So anyway, sorry.
Okay. No, you're fine. So basically, the premises. This is where it is your one-stop shop for all DC related content, movies and TV, comics. They also have some really awesome stuff we're going to talk about, like their encyclopedia, community boards, and then of course shopping.
Shopping.
Yes, shopping for all of those who love to collect or just have a ton of shirts with Batman on them.
So it's kind of like Netflix or Amazon. Amazon has teamed up with Comixology, right? And now we know that Disney's going to have their app too.
Yes.
And now the Disney app, I'm assuming, will collect the Marvel comics and Marvel movies. Or one is to assume. I don't know. Because right now, a lot of those shows, things like Iron Fist, I can't believe I named that damn show first.
That's the first reason.
Daredevil and Punisher, Luke Cage, Jessica Jones, and Defenders. All the shows are on Netflix, and they're co-produced or produced by Netflix. So we don't know what's going to happen with the Marvel stuff. Now, it is interesting because I feel like we're all going to end up paying the damn price of cable by the time this is all said and done. Because
it's $7.99 a month or $74.99 for the year. And I have Marvel Unlimited as well, and that is just comics. So I don't know what they plan on doing with it when Disney starts their streaming service.
How much is that?
That's $9.99 a month. Or $99 a year.
American money?
Yes.
Yeah, to read comic books.
Comics.
But do you have access to everything?
No. You don't have that.
So we're going to talk about that.
Yeah, you still have to purchase things through the Marvel app if you want to buy movies and things like that. Their movie stuff are not available on it. But you know why? It's because Disney owns their movies.
Right.
So they're going to be on their streaming app. So I don't know how that's going to play, but I don't suspect Disney's going to take the Marvel Unlimited app so that they can have the comics.
Wow. So then now you have another choice to download your comic books. You have the DC Universe app. But like Amanda was saying, they're trying to be a one-stop shop for everything, including exclusive toys and exclusive content too.
Yes.
Now I will say, using the app, that I don't read comic books, first of all, on my tablet that much. Unless they're new things. And normally I am a physical guy. Yeah. So this app is not for me. And as of right now, I find it interesting the things that they have on here. They have like Detective Comics 27, which is the first appearance of Batman. And it's pretty neat. I haven't used a lot of apps. I've used the Comixology app when they were giving away free comics a couple years ago. But I haven't really used many apps. So this one's really friendly. It downloads quick. So it is kind of funny that when you choose something, you have to download the issue, and you just click on the download button, and it'll say downloading, and then when it's done downloading, you can read it, and that's that. Now, I downloaded like a couple. Let me just show you really quick. This is the Detective Comics that I downloaded already, and this is how you read it. Yeah, it's basically like any other.
Yeah, and that's just one of the many reading options, because you can do it panel by panel. It has an autoplay that's already established. The max is 15 seconds. I don't want the autoplay. It would probably be great if I had it on like a bigger screen or like on my TV and I wanted to flip through the comics.
Well, they want you to read the stuff on your TV, which is pretty interesting.
It's a cool way of doing it. A lot of people say it shows how well these comics read as a feature film.
Now, what I found it interesting is that when you click on, like, if you have an issue and you click on it, you can find out about this book, and it gives you information about the book. Like, this is Batman's first appearance. This is also the first appearance of Commissioner Gordon. This is, of course, talking about Detective 27. There are other books on here, but that's what I've been playing around with, and I streamed The Death of Superman. You've been streaming
quite a lot
of stuff.
Yeah.
So I did not have any issues. I did that, and I did a couple of the Teen Titans episodes.
Yes.
What about you? Any issues? Any crashes on any of your devices?
No crashes, no issues. I've streamed a number of the stuff already. Teen Titans, because my daughter loves Teen Titans Go, so I was really excited to show her the first series from the early 2000s, and she loves that too. So we've done the Teen Titans. I'm watching Son of Batman right now. And right now what's really interesting is first impressions of it. Obviously it came out on Batman Day. So the majority of the content that you see so far is Batman heavy.
I'm looking at it right now. Yeah.
It's most of the major movies that are on it are Batman movies. Pretty much not...
It's got the Tim Burton movies.
It's got the Tim Burton movies. It's got the terrible Batman and Robin with Mr. Freeze.
Batman Forever. It's got the Dark Knight trilogy by Nolan.
It's got the Dark Knight trilogy.
But it also has the Richard Donner films of Superman 1 and 2, and it's got Superman 3 and 4.
But I think what a lot of people were hoping for was to see some
No.
I think what a lot of people were hoping for was to see some of the CW shows on there, some of the current movies. I think that with some of the streaming rights they probably have or agreements in place, like with Netflix, for example, they may not
Hulu,
be
right?
Well, no, they took everything off of Hulu.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, all those shows, all those CW did. So all the CW shows aren't on Hulu
there's
anymore.
Hardly any live action TV shows. You have Lois and Clark, Birds of Prey.
The older ones are on there, yeah.
Constantine, Wonder
which was
Woman.
one season, yeah. So none of the new ones that we could say are critically acclaimed or the ones that are really popular right now aren't on there currently. Not to say they won't be on there, but I think that there probably are some agreements that exist that they just can't get around yet.
Yeah, I don't know. I find it interesting. They have a lot of cartoons, though, which
is great.
All about.
Yes.
I'm all about the cartoon series.
Because I think anyone can agree that
they really shine.
Yeah, their animated feature films are phenomenal. So I'm really happy to see a lot of them on there because a lot of the ones that have, as you guys know, I'm a new comic book reader. And so when everyone suggests the animated feature films to watch, a lot of them are DC, a lot of them I've never seen. So to see that they're on here and then I can watch them, that gives me
So this is what they have
excitement.
so far. I mean, this is really, really good, or a really good start. The one that I'm excited about is the Teen Titans, and then the Max Fleischer Superman cartoons, which are amazing from the 40s, if you've never seen them. They also have things like Legion of Superheroes, which is really cool, and Static Shock, Batman Beyond. Now, they're going to give exclusive shows, too, because Young Justice Outsiders is coming out on this, right? The cartoon, which is the third season of Young Justice, and if you've never seen Young Justice,
you should.
You need to, because it's amazing.
But no, they are going to have exclusive content. Now, from what I have read about the exclusive content, Titans, because it is definitely not Teen Titans.
Easy to confuse. No, it's definitely not.
That premieres October 12th, and the plan is they are going to release one new episode every week.
Oh, so it's not all like
going to be like Netflix
or not HBO. I'm sorry. Netflix and
Hulu. Hulu does once a week too.
Oh. I think that's good though. That means it makes you wait. I like that idea.
Yes, you have to wait. It's back to
you don't have to call in sick going, hey, I'm calling in sick because Titans came out today.
Yeah, and you still don't have to because it's just streaming, so you can watch it any time of the day, even if it comes out that Tuesday.
So speaking of Titans, that is the one thing that ironically made my iPad crash. Was I was trying to watch the exclusive clip of Jason Todd and Dick Grayson. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, let's give this... Because I saw the trailer like everybody else, and I'm sure most people are completely disappointed by that trailer. And then some people are like, okay, well, let's see what happens. Well, I was one of those guys, I'm like, let's see what happens. And I'm like, okay, well, let's watch this clip. Let's see these characters interact. Nope, it crashed. And it didn't crash on me once or twice. It crashed on me 3 times. I'm like, yeah, all right, well, I guess it's not meant to be. Or it's a foreshadow of what's to come.
No, I got to watch the clip. Okay. And there wasn't much to it.
That's the only bad thing I have to say so far about this. As far as crashing, that's the only time it's crashed. Ironically, it's during that Titans thing.
Now, you said you watched Teen Titans, the animated series. Did it for you automatically go to the next episode after you were finished?
Yeah, it did.
Okay, so it must be on
Is there a setting?
On my Apple TV, it doesn't. It stops. It just the Warner Brothers logo's frozen on it. And I was like, oh, do I have to hit the back button and then go click on the next
Well, it did
episode?
it on the Roku TV.
Yeah, so I don't know if it's just the
episode.
Apple TV. Have you tried to do it on here either on your
I
iPad?
haven't.
Because it did on the iPad too, and I was like, well, I'm so used to the autoplay feature
The
that
Netflix, you are
provides,
so
you
damn.
could
People are
binge.
so damn lazy these
So
days.
I was like, I don't know if it's
back
a glitch.
in my day, we had to
but
pop
it sounds
in
like it's a glitch, and maybe it's a Apple
one VHS per episode.
Because it just updated for me again today. Like, it's constantly updating. I'm getting.
I'm sure there's all
like,
kinds
yeah,
of
to update
flake.
constantly.
So there's not a lot of content, I will say that. And
No.
that is because this is the free trial. And you have 7 days. And I'm sure they're going to release a bunch more stuff in October.
Well,
is that the date?
more I looked into it, October is when they're going to release the full comics library to purchase. Not to download.
To purchase, okay.
So I'm assuming they're going to still release more that you can view through the app with your monthly or your yearly annual fee. But as far as the entire library, probably not. But I mean, if you look at the Marvel Unlimited app, they don't have the entire Marvel library on there. They have quite...
Do they have current comics, though?
No.
Okay. See,
I mean,
that would be the only thing.
I think the most current thing I've seen on Marvel Unlimited so far has maybe been 2016. It may be 2017, but 2016.
So then Comixology is still your answer to
yeah, if you want
current
the modern,
comics.
yeah,
Wow.
the current stuff
Okay.
coming out right now. And even their shop, I took a look at their shop too to see what kind of stuff. They have some really great Justice League collectibles out there that I thought were pretty neat. But again, very Batman heavy as far as the collectibles and not a ton of stuff. You know, I know the Marvel shop. I've been around there. You can personalize stuff. You can do all this crazy things with the Marvel.
From
they
the
have
Marvel?
home decor and all that jazz. Yeah, but they've just been in the game a little longer doing that portion of it. So
Yeah,
I have a
this
feeling
is-
DC will catch up.
It's
quickly.
interesting, like, they give you random issues here, too, of, like, 52. They give you
Yes.
issue 1.
That's it.
Or,
Just-
like, Batman from the new 52. They give you issues 1, 2, and 3. And I guess that's so you can get a little taste of that, and maybe they
Yes.
charge you for the other
And
comics.
see, that's what I'm trying to figure
Or-
out too. Since the full library is not available for purchase yet, I don't know how it's going to run.
So we don't know what's going to be for free or not yet.
Yes.
Oh.
So once we get to October, I think we're going to realize it. What's great about the comic section or any of the sections, you get to see what's really popular and what's trending. For those of you who watch our show, Old Reader, New Reader, the new 52 Aquaman is trending on there as far as one of the popular comics. So
Yay.
Yay.
All those people wanting to find out. That's what I found
if you want
funny.
to review, check out our show too.
As a physical guy, I find it funny that they have a lot of the out of print books that we've been wanting a damn reprint of. For example, Red Robin series.
Yes.
We've been wanting a reprint of that for years, and they have them here, all 29
Yeah.
issues, which is nice. But I'm like, oh, come on, guys, can't you take this to the printers and just like quickly print me out some Red Robin trade paperbacks?
They want you to use their
They
app.
have the Starman issues. They have 36 issues of Starman. That's really good. But yeah, this is the Red Robin I was talking about.
Yes, I
And
saw that too. I got really
like I
excited
said,
to
they
read
got
that.
26 issues.
Yeah.
The whole run. And this is the stuff that's been out of print for a while.
Yeah.
So it's pretty cool that they have this kind of stuff. And I'm interested if they'll have more of this. But like I said, I'm more of a physical guy. And I guess if I can't find a physical copy of it, I will get my Red Robin through here. Or Starman for that matter.
Yeah, and I'm a person who likes to have things that's easy, accessible, and on the go. So that's why I did the Marvel Unlimited app. And as someone, you know, who started the game late and can't just go out and build my collection quickly, this is a great way.
Oh no, you can't. You totally can.
Yeah,
you totally can. It's possible.
This is a great way, for at least for me, to be able to read all these comics.
I think it's a great way to try them out too.
Yeah.
Like see if they're even for you. Like you may not end up
No.
loving Wonder Woman as much as you thought you would because you love the movie, things like that. So
Yeah.
I mean, they have different eras for the heroes. They have some Rebirth stuff, some New 52 stuff, some pre-Crisis, some Golden Age stuff,
Yeah, they
and
got the
some
action
Silver Age
comic stuff. Yeah, it's crazy.
So it's pretty interesting. It's kind of all over the place, but 1 or 2 issues here and there.
Yeah.
I don't know how it
Yeah.
feels out.
Now, another thing they have on here that obviously the Marvel Unlimited doesn't have, but another cool thing they have is called the DC Daily. So that's a news show, if you will.
It's like a YouTube thing.
Not a YouTube, it's on here. It's an actual scripted,
okay.
news. So when I watched a couple of the episodes, it's really great because the beginning it shows like what's coming out this week. So, you know, any comics that are coming out this week, DC, like new comics, obviously, or
Okay.
movies, trailers, things like that. And then they had an interview with George Perez, that whole talk about him, about, I think they talked about the app and about some of the other things coming, the original programming. Then they
How
did,
do you feel about the
Yeah.
portrayal of Robin?
Then they have a panel discussion with some of their I guess, on-air personalities, if you will, and artists and creators who work within the DC realm, and they talked about Batman Ninja, which is on here. So if you want to watch Batman Ninja, use the DC
and Death of
Universe.
Return and Superman's on here. I forgot to
Yes,
say
and
that.
and it was great. Yeah, we watched
the
that.
2018 movie.
Yeah, the 2018 movie. We got to watch that this weekend.
So that's the thing that this has got going for it. It's going to have original content because it's going to have Titans October 12th, right? Batgirl's getting her show?
That's the current
I thought it was
news I've heard.
Supergirl.
That's Batgirl. Is the news that's coming out today. When I went on Google News about DC Universe, now it's Batgirl.
Batgirl. Okay. We know Doom Patrol with Brandon Fraser's return to acting as Robot Man.
And we're very excited about that.
And we know that Harley Quinn's getting her own animated 30-minute special, something like that. And then we know of Young Justice. Swamp Thing is getting a TV show. And was there something else, or was it just Titans for now?
I think it's just Titans, yeah.
I know that's what they have announced and what's in...
Yeah.
And a lot of it is in pre-production, post-production.
Yeah.
So.
And their goal is, by 2020, is to have at least 2 new episodes come out each week.
Wow, that's a good goal.
Yeah. One of the other things they have... the community boards right now are not great.
People still use community boards?
Yes, they have boards, and they're very generic questions. Like, what's your favorite part about the DC universe? Like, and
the app?
Yeah, the app.
That it's free right
they
now.
Asked
That's my favorite part.
If you were in an escape room with one of the Teen Titans, which one would you want to help you escape? Like, things like that.
Starfire. We don't have to escape.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Tell me about the encyclopedia.
The encyclopedia is, if you guys have ever heard of, like, the wikis, like Get Fandom's wikis, it's kind of like that. Basically, you can click on a character and learn more about them, see where they're
you can tell that they need to update their pictures too, because I found this out in the comics. A lot of the comic covers have the same picture. I'm like, that's not.
So click on one of them.
So this is supposed to be Batman. This is supposed to be Red Hood, but they're both pictures of Robin.
That's really weird. I don't remember it being that way before, but so it just shows you an introduction of them. You can look at the origin, powers and abilities, and then what their essential reading and their history is. So for those who might...
this is interesting for
me. So for me, who is a new reader, as many of you guys know, if I haven't mentioned it like 100 times already, that's a great way to learn, okay, where should I be reading these? If I don't have an Omar to tell me where I should
There's one in every state.
There probably is. But yeah, so that's a great way to just learn more about the characters and stuff. So that's something that they've added. And I can see that moving forward, in addition to their, news show, if they do it right, can be very useful places. And I imagine places where you'll see content first at some point.
How many devices can you have this on?
So far, you have mine on yours.
We don't have to tell everybody.
I mean, let's just say I've had it on a number of devices being used at the same time.
Because I know with Netflix, I think you have to pay more if you want more devices
same with Hulu.
At the same time, right?
Yeah, and
like
Hulu
if you're
is the
watching
same way.
something and your daughter's watching something and I'm watching something and I let 85 of my friends have your account too.
Yeah. Well, I haven't tried it out yet. I haven't invited 85.
We're gonna put Amanda's account down here. Okay, we're not.
Would not be doing that.
So overall, I don't know. A lot of these things I think I can find elsewhere, like Hulu. Honestly, Young Justice might be worth it though. Like to me,
Titans to me is what's worth it.
Okay, see, to me, I would purchase this if it meant I would get a season 3 and 4 and 5 with Peter David of Young Justice. That would be my thing. Like if I can, if the goal of this is so they can keep producing shows like that and bring back something like Teen Titans,
which,
not Teen Titans Go, but the original Teen Titans, for a season 6, then I don't mind paying $7.99 or for that matter $80 a year, right?
I think
then I can see the benefit of this. But as a guy that likes physical comics and as a guy that has other streaming services, I don't know. I mean,
but see, now that's where I think now that they have the streaming site, how much are you going to start seeing this stuff on other streaming sites?
There are other ways, Amanda. There are other
well, legally,
probably. I mean, probably not.
Just how Disney's doing it.
They'll be starting to pull shows from Netflix and Hulu.
Just like how Disney's going to do it. That's why we're not going to see a lot of their new stuff on.
That's a good point.
Netflix and Hulu and stuff like that. So it's another thing to consider. If you really love their shows and stuff, is it worth it? And
we're going back to the days of cable, like I mentioned earlier. We're gonna end up paying $80 for freaking a month for Netflix, Hulu, Amazon, DC Universe, Marvel,
Disney Now, or whatever it's going to be called.
HBO, Cinema. Oh my gosh, yeah, and it goes on. So it can get really ridiculous.
Yes.
So I don't know. Right now, it's a pass for me. I don't really need it in my life, but.
No, for me.
What do you think? You're a new reader. You're the one that loves watching movies more than I do.
Well, someone who loves content and doesn't mind reading, virtually or digitally. I'm definitely going to end up probably keeping this one for myself and having this in my household because I think it's going to be, I can see it being great moving forward. And maybe I was just really eager for it. So maybe I'm just overly excited but I really do think it's a great place to get some of the comics. Maybe not all of them, obviously, but enough to maybe keep my appetite satiated. And I think that it's a great place to get the DC content as well, especially down the road. I think that's going to be where it's all going to appear. And I can see it, making some big adjustments going forward. So
okay,
yeah,
so
I'm excited.
You have big hopes for this.
I do have big hopes for it. You can create public and private lists on here. So if you want to share people, and not just for your comics, but if you want to create a list like this is my Robin list, and you put everything in it, like your movies, TV shows, comics, or whatever. Or if you want to create, this is my list for, whatever people create lists for, because everyone loves to do that on Pinterest and whatnot. So
I will have to ask you something really quick then.
Go ahead.
If you buy something through this app, do you own it? If you purchase the
I believe
comic
so.
book,
Yes, if you actually
bought,
purchase it, it's a
Marv
digital
Wolfman
download.
And George Perez's Teen Titans, you bought 20 issues on here. You don't need the app to read them anymore? Or, I mean, if you lose the subscription, if you don't want to subscribe to this anymore, can you still read them?
That's a good question. I might have to fact check myself on that. I would believe that it would be the case because it's a separate purchase.
Because that's always been my problem with. I mean, that's a completely different topic.
That's the same
but
way
that's my problem with digital and
physical.
physical.
With Marvel, you can buy comics digitally and read it through the Marvel app. You don't have to have Marvel Unlimited. But if you have Marvel Unlimited, you get the free ones, but you can still purchase digital comics.
I do like their comic book reading app, by the way. I've only fooled around with Comixology, but this one was pretty great. Okay, well,
something to consider down the road.
Yeah. So I guess that's it. Let us know what you thought of the first week of the DC Universe app. Leave it in the comments down below.
We were really excited about it. We thought, well, it just came out, and we probably know a lot of people are curious about it if they haven't downloaded already, or want to hear our thoughts, and especially Omar's on how the app itself.
Especially mine. Because I'm a physical guy. Give me physical, baby. All right. Well, that's it. Sign us off, Amanda.
Yeah, sure. So, thanks everyone for watching our episode on our first impressions for the DC Universe app. If you like what we talked about, click the like button down below, share it, subscribe to the channel, comment, because we love talking to you guys through the comment section. And as always, check us out on our social media channels, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, at NearMintCon. And we'll be posting stuff, regularly. So check out our stories for any cool polls and whatnot.
All right. Thank you,
See you guys
everybody.
later.